Okay, now that the Ionic app is running, what we'll go ahead and see is how to use this interface. On the right hand top, you have this platforms, and if you click on iOS, you can see how it would look on iOS and Android. So generally, we'll not go for Windows because we don't build for that anymore. So you can see how it looks on iOS and on Android. Now, the next thing is let's go through this side menu template which Ionic has generated for us. So you see that there are few lists here, and if I click on this item, it goes to a playlist. So if I go to another one, it takes you to this playlist. And you may notice that when you click on menu, it slides towards the right, and then it gives me the menu option. Okay, if I click on say search, I get the search, then I have the menu option here. I can say browse, and then I have the browse menu option in that way. Now, if this is the playlist, it now goes to the playlist. I have a back option here. You may notice that when I click on this, I don't have the menu anymore. I have the back option, right? So what it means to say is that currently we have a home page of this app, and then from there we can move on to the next page, or we can use the menu, the side menu, to move on to a particular page. Once there, we can click on that and browse around. So now let's open our Visual Studio Code and run through the app code. So this is my old app code, but now I'll show you how to open the new one. Go to your Visual Studio and click on open, and then move on to the particular folder where you created your app. So I move on to the gym app. This is the folder that got created, right? And I'll open this folder. Before I open, I want you to introduce to a few other things that are there. You may see that there are a lot of folders inside it, but what we are actually interested in is in www. So for the first time, I'm opening the entire Gmap folder, but however, you will never be touching anything beyond the www. So we can actually make our code simple for browsing and for development and changes if you just open this folder. Inside that, we have several folders and files like all your CSS, image, and JS libraries, and the templates go inside this, right? So just have a look at it. Inside the templates, we have the browse, the login, the menu. So whatever we have seen here, like this is the playlist and this is the menu, the login, search, browse, playlists. This is what we see. We have a template that means the HTML for each one. So let's open the full one, and we'll open this up. Now this is my gym app. So what do I do here is I'll leave other folders aside. I'll just go and www, and this is the folder I need to work on. Let's look at the index.html. Now this looks like a lot of stuffs in the header, but nothing inside the body. There's only one tag inside the body, and that is Ion navigation view. Okay, we'll come to that. What we may not even need to touch basically until we get in some external files inside is the code above this. And my app.js is, I can put it here. Now, this is the default JS folder that I've given inside the www. We can make our own app folder and redirect stuff there. And there is an app.js and controller.js, okay? And you can see that there's an app.js and controller.js. And then we have the templates. So we have several templates files here. Let's look at the, say, playlist.html. Okay, so you see that when we click on the playlist, it used to show only the playlist. Let me take you there. If I click on the playlist, any particular one, it shows only the playlist. So I'll go here and then I'll do a change. What I'll do is I'll just say playlist 2, and I'll save it. You see it gets updated. That means you have now identified which file is this. Similarly, there are other, like you have the login, right? In the login, you have the options of username and password. I think I should touch the menu. I'll go on to menu, not login. And in the menu, I see that you have this item here. So I'll copy this item and I'll make another entry here. Okay, and here I'll just name it yeah, and I'll save it. So if I go to the menu, you see that a new item is added. However, if I click on this, nothing has been directed specifically for that. So it is going back to the default thing. Where is it going? It's going to the playlist, the same place as my earlier code was going. So in this video, I'm just trying to introduce you to the folders and the files that are there in it. In the next video, we'll try to understand how to make changes and make a home page with buttons similar to what we have in one of our projects, say a gym app project.